Welcome everyone to a live feed. Spoilers, I mean not really spoilers, but let's call them live feed update shows and disregard my title up there. So look, here is the deal. A lot of you are saying, we feel like we need more specific shows daily talking about the live feeds because there's so much live feed drama happening. And I'm like, if you ask and you shall receive. So I'm going to try and do these in the afternoon now. I'm thinking around like 3 or maybe more like 3 o'clock. You guys let me know what time you feel would be like a good time for these shows. And of course, doing them live on TV Co. But you all know, if you miss them, you can watch them back in the TV Co app or over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21. You can see where you're ranking in the trash draft. You can get live feed flashback times, watch shows with the house guests, and I will put all of these in like one playlist. I think that's probably the best way to do it. I'll make a live feed, spoilers page, and I'll just put them all in a playlist there. I'm not going to edit them, so we can get them up right away and quickly for all of you. Now, if you, by some miracle, don't have the feeds, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds, so that you know what we're talking about, or if you want to watch for free, consider becoming an updater at yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. And while we are live right now on TV Co, you can always get to that by just typing in yourrealityrecaps.com/TV Co. It'll bring you to the download page to download it, and then you can watch and chat, or you can click the link on Twitter and just watch on the internet, but there's just no chat there yet. I know a lot of people asking, are you gone from YouNow? We are not gone from YouNow. We are still on YouNow every single day, but all our Big Brother content is over here on TV Co when it is live. If you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron for access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows, and so much more at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron, or you can do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. And now, for a special announcement, Prime Day is April. But I'm sure there's a Prime Day in April as well. But Prime Day is July 15th and 16th. So if you guys are going to be doing any shopping on Prime Day or need to get your Amazon Prime membership, hopefully you will get it from us, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, to start all of your Amazon shopping. And tonight is the Taylor Swift concert on Amazon, live at 9 p.m., and you can't watch it back. So will I be watching Big Brother? Probably not. I mean, probably not live. Maybe I'll watch it live with the West Coast people. But, of course, our amazing live feed updaters will be updating the show over on Twitter at BB21LiveFeeds. So, it is going to be a crazy fun night. Of course, we have the Big Brother show tonight as well. We'll be seeing the POV ceremony, but you already got all that information from our last live feed update show. Now, I know that you all like when we kind of watch the clips together. So, I thought we could start by watching a few clips of some of the moments that have happened in the past day or so on the live feeds. There have been a few game-changing moments. And then I thought maybe I could bring on the devil to discuss them. Because you all love when the devil comes and talks. So I figure I might as well. I'm sorry, I forget that we're doing a live feed update show, and I'm nice to MaximusMom on these shows. So I don't mean the devil. I'm lying. I mean the drunk French lady who is often wrong, but is hysterical, and we love to hear what she thinks about this season of Big Brother. So, I think first, let's go back with one of the most shocking things that happened yesterday, July 9th, early morning, during Cliff's Notes. So as our precious Cliff was giving us his wonderful morning update show, the devil herself, Christy, went strolling by and heard it. Heard it all, heard Cliff's entire game plan, what has been going on. Everything has been exposed thanks to the Cliff Note show. Now, look. I don't know what's wrong with Cliff. I don't know why he's like, hey everybody, welcome to my Cliff Note show. I'm yelling. You should be like, hello everyone, and welcome to Cliff's ASMR Notes show. Why are you yelling, Cliff? It's like you want people to hear. So I'm just saying. That being said, let's look at the moments, the moment where this all came to be.
Interesting. And I just learned this last night, or kind of confirmed it.
Okay, so
I think Christy and Tommy are very tight.
There's Christy.
They've been sharing a bed together just because that's how sleeping arrangements have worked out once she finished up her HOH. But I think they're working together even more than I thought before. I think it's less than casual. One thing, when you come into a bed, come into a room, and someone else is in there sleeping, don't ever assume that person's actually asleep.
Oh, what
don't
about
ever
checking
think
the
that
door?
your whispering doesn't carry across the other side of the room.
Well, your voice is carrying to the other side of the door.
They whispered a little bit last night while I was laying there, sound asleep. And it became obvious that they're planning to work together. Is it a final two? I don't know. But I'm sure Christy's seeing these other couples developing and feeling a little outside.
Christy is seeing a lot. Christy is also hearing a lot on the other side of the door, Cliff. And spoiler alert, Christy's been banging Tommy's aunt for 8 years. So there's that. So you don't know a lot, Cliff. Your Cliff Notes are broken. It's like going to the test and thinking that, oh, I'm good, I have the Cliff Notes. Oh, nope, you're not good. You missed the whole sub-story about Christy banging the other player's aunt for 8 years. Okay, so... all right. Let's see what else.
And someone else is in there sleeping. Don't ever assume that person's actually asleep.
Right.
Don't ever think that your whispering doesn't carry across the other side of the room.
We're not assuming.
They whispered a little bit last night while I was laying there, sound asleep.
Right.
And it became obvious that they're planning to work together. Is it a final two?
No.
I don't know.
We don't.
But I'm sure Christy's seeing these other couples developing and feeling a little outside. Tommy's probably the same way. It makes sense for them to come together and begin working together tightly.
Right, tightly.
So I'm really going to have to treat them as a fourth couple.
Okay.
It was interesting a little bit hearing Christy talking about her relationship with Jack and Sis. Now that those two are so tight, Jack and Sis.
Am I now allowed to say, for those that don't, well, again, we're live every single day, so of course we talk about Big Brother every single day, but for those that are only watching the playbacks of these shows, I refuse to call her Sis. Her name is Analyze. I will accept Anal Jack if we're going to couple her with Jack, even though she says she doesn't want to be a couple with Jack, but we're never calling her Sis. Sis is reserved for a family member, someone we're endeared to, someone we enjoy, not Analyze.
Christy apparently is concerned that if she shows too much affection or attention to Jack, it could make Sis jealous.
Yeah.
Maybe make Sis a little less willing or desiring to work with Christy. Christy doesn't want to be seen as a third leg in that relationship. And so...
because we all know Jack's the one with the third leg. But I also need a sound effects soundboard. How amazing is it? I mean, look, we're going to get into it more, but I'm thinking that we are all getting the point. How amazing is it that Christy actually is passing the door while he's talking about her? I mean, he couldn't have even been talking about anybody else. He could have been talking literally about anybody else, but he's talking about Christy as Christy's passing the door, and Christy's like, Christy, Christy, and he's like, Christy, 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 Christy. Just like, oh my God. And I mean, it really did, I feel, kind of put a nail in Cliff's coffin. I feel like a lot of people do. And there was also controversy. There was also controversy about this on the live feeds, or I guess on social media, because normally they would do a, wake up music. So for those of you that don't know, in the morning, like, they play music to get the house guests out of bed. On this particular day, while Christy was eavesdropping on Cliff, they did not do the wake-up music because, well, had they done the wake-up music, then Cliff probably would have stopped talking, or people could have come out or just realized what was going on. So no music was when the talking was happening. Yes, that's exactly my point. Like, had they done it, then the people would have, like, come out and it would have been crazy. We could have been, why couldn't he have been talking about movies or something? I hear you, Golden Hermit. Golden Hermit. I was going to say Golden Kermit. Or, but Golden Hermit, yes. I hear you. Why, indeed. Cliff was only speaking the truth, says our town. Of course he was. Of course he was. But you were speaking the truth about someone in the house, and you're saying their name and they're on the other side of the door listening to you. Side note, Cliff said today he lives in Clear Lake. Well, good for Cliff. You're really doing it, buddy. Look at you where you're living. Now, here's the other little bit of drama that is now more happening today. We're going to get more into this in a few minutes, but let me just do the little last part that is happening today. Is that Sam kind of came out of the diary room and all of a sudden is starting to have a change of heart about keeping Kemi. And he feels like he could have Nicole. Nicole feels like she could get Cliff, so they would have them on their side. Bella said she would be on board, although I don't, we know that Bella is a rat snake. Bella's a rat snake. We don't know that she didn't instantly run to the Jacks and tell them. Or maybe she did in the past 45 minutes. I'm not sure. This is like up to the minute feed updates. But of course, I now also see on Twitter the tide seems to be turning a little bit, that now, because Christy was on board. Christy actually, basically they need to get Christy and Tommy on board for this to actually work. However, I wasn't really sure Christy was going to get on board, but then Christy was willing to get on board because it does seem like she is wanting to blindside Jack and get Jack out of the game. And interesting that it happens right after Sam comes out of the DR. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so that being said, I thought maybe we could get a little bit of advice, or not advice, we could see what our resident live feed correspondent and all-around wonderful person, of course I'm speaking about MaximusMom over on Twitter, thought we could see what MaximusMom thinks of some of the Twitter goings on, instead of just having me ramble my opinions. So MaximusMom, are you with us?
Yes, hello.
Hello, MaximusMom. How is your day?
Wonderful. How's yours?
Mine's going great now that you're here.
Oh, you're so nice.
Now, MaximusMom, I want to know, going back to yesterday, what are your thoughts on Cliff Notes being exposed?
Well, I think that was very dumb and unfortunate that it was Christy who caught him.
Now, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, let me ask you this.
Like this morning he was talking, he went back to his cliff notes, and
right.
he was barely talking about game. He was talking about Texas and where he's from and astronauts. You know, he could have had that conversation yesterday. Literally this morning, I tuned in thinking that some of the house guests would like listening in. None of them. They were all asleep.
Well, Jackson did go by the door a few times.
He tried.
Yeah, Jackson did try a few times this morning. He decided it's going to be his mission now. It's going to be his mission to listen on Cliff Notes.
And eating.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this, because I know that one day you, MaximusMom, would love to play Big Brother. So, let's say you are in the Christy position. You have heard Cliff's notes. You are now aware that this is a thing that is happening early in the morning. Are you sharing that information with the people in your alliance the way Christy did? Or are you going to keep that information to yourself?
I would definitely not share it with everybody. I would probably share it with whoever I'm the closest with in the house.
Okay.
And just keep it between, the two of us. And definitely go back, not tell Cliff that I heard it.
Okay.
Keep that to myself.
Well, obviously.
And then go back every morning and listening and get more info.
But do you think that, because here's what I think. I think the reason that she had no problem telling other people is I don't think she even sees Cliff as a threat in this game. Like, in other words, I don't think she really hopes to learn anything from listening in on Cliff Notes. What did she actually hear? Oh, there's couples in the house, and I have to be careful of the couples.
Yeah, everybody knows there are couples in the house. It's ridiculous. And then she's so stupid because she could have kept some of that information to herself. Like about her and Tommy being a couple.
Right.
So now Bella seems, in tune with that, and she heard that, and she's really worried of that, and she wasn't worried before. I mean, Christy just likes to talk a lot and hear herself talk. I mean, damn, we heard that story about 10 times yesterday. It was so long.
Well, information is power, as you know, in the Big Brother house, so I am sure she's doing it as a way to garner, I don't know, more trust with people. Do you?
Yeah, no, she just likes to talk.
Well, she's from New Jersey. So, what do you, let's put it this way. I want to know first, do you really think that she will remain loyal to Jack, or do you really think that Christy and Tommy could come over onto the side of like a Sam, Nicole, Cliff, and work to get Jack out of this game?
It's a tough one. It really is. I would like to believe that she would like to break away from that. But at the same time, like, he's close to her. He told her that he would lay and...
He told her that she would lay?
Everybody wants him out.
Right.
If she was smart, I would keep him. I hate the guy, but I would keep him. I mean, he would defend... It's a vote on your side, no matter what. So... that's my thought on that.
Do you really think it will be no matter what? I don't know that Jack is going to remain loyal to this 8 for much longer. I mean, the Cliff Notes thing right off the bat has caused, like, distension in between Grateful already.
It just seems to me, personally, that Jack is only loyal to Christy and Jackson.
Oh, I was going to say, you're not putting Jackson in there? Yeah. Do you think he really has a crush on Christy, though?
100%.
You do?
If she said yes, let's get into a showmance, he would so jump on that. Oh, Jesus.
That's so weird to me. That is, and not that Christy is not like beautiful and has a fun personality and yada yada yada, but I just don't see Christy as a Jack type.
He's a jackass. He's after the chase of what he can't have, and she's playing hard to get. She's not interested. I don't know what she's thinking about him, but I wouldn't be surprised if they hooked up after the game's over.
Oh, well, they're all going to hook up after the game's over. Lost in Cruz says, does MaximusMom think the majority, so grateful, is more like level 6 or BB16 following Derek? So I think what he's asking is...
I don't see a leader like Derek in this season yet.
No.
I don't. They're kind of like, they're very messy. They're like, little ants just running around.
Mm-hmm.
So not so much like 16, even though they are dumbasses, that's for sure. Level 6... No, not level 6, because level 6 was really loyal to each other all the way through. I don't see that with this group. Bella is just all over the place. So is Nick. Holly is... We don't know where Holly is. So, no, I don't see them like any other alliances that I can think of right now.
I'll tell you where Holly is right now. She's in Jackson's bed.
Ah, yay!
What?
The showmance. Bang!
There is no way you like Jackson and Holly together.
Oh, hell no. No, I was kidding.
I mean, they are, first of all, she looks like a grandma. I mean, not that looks matter.
She looks different every day. It is the weirdest thing.
She's a shapeshifter.
She looks like completely different every day on the feeds.
I agree. She is definitely 100% a shape shifter. Maybe 420 says they're all following the dick. Jack's dick. Which is apparently huge. Another thing that you all missed. Now MaximusMom, we all know that you are my resident expert when it comes to...
That's right, Char.
Yeah,
Walk away.
I was going to say, this is a perfect time to do this show. Right during mail delivery. Everybody is following Jack's apparently large penis, thanks to Sis. But have you gotten any photos of it yet?
No nudes, if that's what you're gonna ask.
No nudes at all?
They were in the shower, sorry.
You have not figured out a way to hack the shower cameras yet.
Not yet, I'm working on it.
I think there are probably a few people you could ask to hack those cameras. Yeah, I don't care. I don't need to see it. I think he's a horrible human being, so I really don't care either way what Jack is doing or looking like when he's naked.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you think that Bella is going to report back to the Jacks about this possible flip to save Kemi?
Well, apparently, I don't have the feeds in front of me, but just before you went on, Sam is actually the one who went to Jack and told him.
Sam went to Jack and told him?
Yes. Yeah, Sam, he did. And I listened to a little bit of it, and it seems like Jack was not buying it, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. It's switching every minute.
Why would Jack want to save the person he's clearly targeting, Sam? So basically...
But at the same time, who gives a shit? He's HOH, he's not a vote anyway, and he can't compete next week. So they have the majority. I don't know why they told him. Maybe somebody in the chat room can tell you, but it's really dumb.
I mean, I think I can say why he told them, because Sam knows about Grateful. He knows there's that in Alliance. He's scared. He knows that, sure, Jack isn't playing next week, but Sam's not going to want everybody else in that Alliance coming after him for blindsiding them all. I'm sure that's a reason. Maureen says Jack also wants what's best for Grateful. Jack also wants what's best for Grateful.
For now.
Sure, for now.
He just wants Kemi. He just wants Kemi out. He's just obsessed.
Now, why do you think he's obsessed?
I don't know. Something happened the first day of feed, the first week of feeds, and we don't know. Even Kemi won't say it. She just know that they had it for each other from day one.
Probably.
But she never specified why or anything.
It probably has to do with his disgusting man bun, which I can only imagine smells like cheese. Or as you would call it, fromage. Yeah, I think that, well, first of all, we didn't really get feeds on Bella either after this revelation. I just don't necessarily trust that Bella is not going to go and be a little snaky rat and expose this plan to get some favor. Either to Nick, who could go back to Jack, directly to Jack. I mean, there's so many people that Bella can just spill this whole plan to.
All of them. They're so messy. It's just crazy. I don't know what they're doing. They obviously have never seen the show before. It's just ridiculous.
Now, how come we never found out more about this whole, Kat leaking the name so that Holly could get on the show? I mean, if she really did that, don't we feel like her and Holly would be closer in this game? Because I'm not feeling they're that close.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not feeling it either, but they were talking about Instagram and knowing Jackson there, and
Jackson and Holly apparently were following each other before casting, or maybe during the casting process they followed each other, but then he said once they got into finals they both had to unfollow each other.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like you're right. They don't really seem that close to me. Holly doesn't really seem to have a lot of patience for Kat.
No, they don't at all. Now, you, Maximus Mom, put out a tweet that I found shocking the other day.
Oh boy, what?
You did. I'm not going to pull it up because honestly I'm afraid it might break the audio. So, but basically, you posted an answer from Allison Grodner where somebody asked, are there other pairs, or are there other people in this house that know each other? And Allison Grodner basically said, or she didn't basically said, she did say, yes, just like a real summer camp, there could be more people that know each other, ... So do you think that there are more people in this house that know each other?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Like, I know you think that Cliff and Sam are son and dad.
Yes.
I don't.
Why?
Allison's she lies to us every year.
Well, sure.
I don't believe it.
Sure, she's a big liar. But, why last week when Sam had the veto, was it not even a question that he wanted to save Cliff? He didn't even need to think about it. He didn't need any convincing. He didn't know where people, really were standing. He was like, without a doubt, I'm saving Cliff.
Because he didn't want to break his words. He promised him.
Why would he promise him that? That's my whole point.
Because they had a long talk. It's calling an alliance, building trust with people.
Well, how come this week he doesn't want to save Kemi, who he felt like he was kind of aligned with in this game? Kemi, he doesn't even care. I mean, he cares. He's trying a little bit right now. But I mean, he was unwavering last week for a week when, let's face it, sure, Cliff was the target, but Cliff didn't really know that he was that much of the target in the beginning. And Sam certainly didn't know that he was the target, but yet Sam was so willing to stick his neck out for Cliff. It just seems very suspicious to me. They also look exactly the same.
Well, if that was the case when, what's his name? Sam's wife's grandpa passed away. Remember how destroyed he was?
Right. Good point.
I don't remember Cliff being that destroyed over it. I mean, not that he was mean about it, but like he wasn't overly saddened. Correct. Like, so yeah, I don't see it. Sorry.
I mean, that was another moment since our last live feed update show. Sam got devastating news that his grandfather passed away.
It was his wife's grandfather.
His wife's grandfather, which is a very specific point to the story, because I loved when they were all gathered around him and just kind of like sitting there and nobody was really talking. And Jack was like, "So it was your grandfather?" And then Sam's like, "No, it was my wife's." And Jack was like,
What a fucking asshole. Oh my God, can I swear on this app? I'm sorry.
No, there's a ban on swearing. Do you want to see me swear?
Go ahead.
French people.
No.
Baguette.
Oh, I cut off, thank God.
Eiffel Tower. Lost in Concru says, "I don't believe it either. There's no chemistry between this cast, even between the ones bonding." Sam TRN, "But if he was his dad, he probably would have told everyone on Cliff Notes." Ooh, another good point.
Yep. 100%.
But wait, no. I have the counter argument for that. I think if they really were, clearly production wants to make it some big reveal later, so I feel like production would have told them, "You guys aren't allowed to talk about it. Like, don't talk about it to the cameras. We're trying to keep this a secret," if they wanted it to be some big reveal. And also, if it is Sam's wife's dad, I don't think that then Cliff would care about his son's wife's dad dying. It's not like it's anyone directly related to Cliff.
Yeah, but it's still his family, if that's going to be your argument. I mean,
that is like me saying I would be devastated if my hub's sister's husband's parents died. I'd be like, "Oh, that's a shame. People I've never met one time
like,
at a
he
wedding."
would have given him an extra long hug. He would have... Something a father would do. He didn't do any of that.
Maybe
when you see your kids sad, all you want to do is hug them. You know, I didn't see any of that. I don't believe it. Sorry.
Is that what dads do? Because that's how mine did. They hug you. This show is taking a turn. Will you hold me, MaximusMom?
No.
Oh. So, not everyone has a dark soul. Sure, not everyone has a dark soul. Correct. I mean, I kind of wish these conversations from earlier today were more happening tomorrow, right before Eviction. I thought that might be good enough to turn the tide. I don't necessarily believe anything that's happening today will affect anything that's happening tomorrow. It's great that the seeds are being planted now, but I don't know that it's, good enough for it to really do anything come tomorrow. If you had to pick right now, do you think Kemi is being evicted, or do you think Kemi is going to be able to stay? What is your gut telling you right now?
My gut is telling me she's going.
Yeah, my gut is telling me she's going too. I definitely agree.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. We're still here.
Yeah, no, my gut is telling me that sadly she's going.
I agree.
I don't think they can pull it off.
I don't think they can pull it off long term. Meaning, I don't think they can start right now and think this momentum is going to pull all the way through until showtime. This needed to be something that literally happened right now, tomorrow. If they can get like a groundswell going at this time tomorrow, then 100% I think Kemi has a chance. And I mean, look, Sam also came out of the DR with this whole idea to save Kemi. So that to me means it's very clear DR is pushing for Kemi to stay as well.
That's a good thing, right?
Right. So there's a lot of people that can be brainwashed by the DR today in all those DR sessions.
Go, Skippy, do your things.
Denise says, if Sam would have kept his damn mouth shut, it would be easier. Yeah. Sam needs to stop yelling in general. I would really just appreciate it if, in general, Sam would stop yelling at every single person in the house. As far as next week, as far as going forward into next week, do you think that Grateful is going to hold the power, or do you think that production is going to make sure that the other side of the house gets power? Because if they don't, it's just steamroll now throughout the rest of the game for Grateful.
I predict a steamroll. They still have the numbers. I mean, I hope it's not the case. I have no idea, but oh God, I don't know. It's going to hurt. Like you were talking about timing. And that reminded me of when the Cliff Note happened. That happened the morning after the veto ceremony. Correct. I mean, if that shit happened that morning before, it would have changed everything. Sam would have used his veto. Cliff would have gone on the block, you know. Like, so many things could have been...
So many things could have been different if... he would have said it early. You cut out, but I was filling in the blank for you. So many things could have been different. What was the rest of what you said?
So it's amazing how timing is so important in a house.
Right. Yeah. It is a game of timing. Big Brother, of course, 100% is the game of timing. And I don't think any of us like watching a steamroll. Sam in chat, Sam. I don't think any of us like a steamroll.
And they're not likable. If I don't mind a steamroll if at least the people are likable. They're just not. None of them. Can we talk about David, please?
David's shower speech this morning?
I don't care. Let's just talk about David.
Okay, what would you like to talk about David? Because I'm going through your tweets
He's
right
awesome.
now, and
I love him.
You love him.
And that's the reason I don't want Kemi to go. Gosh, because if she goes, she's going to have to fight against him. And I want both of them to stay so bad. So bad.
Yeah, but she's a girl. She's not going to win a comp.
Jerk. Freaking Jack.
Yeah, I mean, this is what really sucks, aside from the fact that we're getting all of the culture, the diversity. We're getting all of these people out into, like, basically camp people of color, and it's all the people that I love. And now I hate it. Because I wanted Ovi to come back until I saw, David. And now I'm like, oh, God, now I want David kind of over Ovi. I guess a lot. It started out as a little, but Ovi has just been doing stuff that I'm like,
yeah, no, he's like too much of a kiss ass.
Right.
He's
too far up.
David is so good. Damn, we missed that first week with him. He's so intuitive, and he's already has a good read on everybody.
I mean, here's the good part. David and Kemi will both go after Jack and Jackson. The scary thing will be if, God forbid, Ovi gets back in the house. Because even though he can say in his DRs, I'm gonna, go after these people. No, you're not. I'm going after anybody.
Hey, I have a question. Do you think America's gonna vote for whoever comes back? Because they've been really playing the social aspect of it and been giving them DR time on the shows. I'm starting to think that might be the case instead of a competition. What do you think?
I feel like they were very specific about saying it was a competition, or am I making that up? I thought
Oh, I might
Julie
have missed
said
it. I
it
don't
would
know.
be. I thought the words Julie used specifically were the people in Camp Anawana are gonna battle to get back in the game. I mean, I honestly feel like the House is going to vote. It's either us or the House. I do agree with you. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a competition because why let them live in the House? Why have us be watching them? Unless we're voting.
Yeah.
Or the House is voting. There's no point to making them live there and experience this game unless you're giving a vote to either us or the House. I mean, look, we know that they did it to save, the hotel room fees for a month. Television
Smart.
network, and you can't afford the hotel room for sequester. And now, this is also a good point I see that our town made in the chat. If OV gets back in the game, doesn't he still have the power for one more week?
Yes, that's correct. If he comes back into the game, his power gets back into play.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's going to be something that either seals the deal for him immensely or it's going to end his game completely. Like, people are going to be like, no, we don't want to power back in the game at all. Bridget with a B says, Julie specifically said they had to earn their way back in.
Oh, that's so vague.
Earn a vote. You could
that's very
vote.
vague.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Grateful sacrificed one of their own to ensure Ovi, David, and Kemi don't return. Oh, you mean if we, what was that guy's name on Survivor? The one who kept putting himself in and went to that island so that he could be the one to win it for his tribe. It's right on the tip of my tongue. You know who I'm talking about. Oh my god. I'm sure somebody in chat will knows exactly who I know who I mean too. Like, I can see what he looks like. I just can't remember. Anyway, but the point is, yeah, that is very interesting. Do you think that someone like a Jack or a Jackson would volunteer to be voted out just to make sure that he could win and get back in, like, take those three out and get back in the game?
I could totally pull that move.
You could totally see
such
him
a
doing
big
that
ego.
Really? I mean, I know that he has a giant ego, but I don't know that he would necessarily be willing to risk his game for these other people because he has such a big ego.
I just would like to see it. That would be fun. Sure, buddy. Go.
Yeah, go out.
God, that would be so much fun. And then we get to vote.
Yeah, and then after all that, exactly, and then after all that, it's a vote. It would very much be like Luan, evict me so I can have the power. Evict me so that I can have the power. I really enjoy your tweet from 47 minutes ago where you just tweeted out at Reality Recaps. That was a good tweet. You might want to delete that one.
I shared your broadcast.
No, you just tweeted out my name and that was it. Glug glug. 1 hour ago, you said, I'm hopeful, but I have zero faith in Christy and Bella to go forward with this plan. So, that's kind of like what you said. You're still sticking with that. You don't think that they're going through with it.
No, I don't. I'm wrong, and I hope you're right when you said that, DR would probably be planting some ideas today.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Are you murdering a bird? Are you
doing
like a ritual sacrifice over there? What's happening?
There was a crow, though. You could hear that?
That was a crow?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's a bad bird. That's a sign of the devil. Just saying. Lastly, and then I will let you go. What do you think of the Bella and Nick kind of flirt man, showman's relationship? Do you like a Bella and a Nick together or not? So, oh God, no. Why?
No, God, they're just. Oh, I can't with any of them. Nick bugs me so freaking much.
Why?
He's just such an ass. 40 guy, just disgusting.
Really?
I don't like them. I really don't like them, and I really feel bad for Bella's mom. I hope she's not on social media anywhere.
She doesn't strike me as someone who's using social media. Bella's mom.
And Bella is such a disappointment. Both of them. I was really liked them at the beginning, you know. They're just disappointing. They're terrible players. They have big mouth.
Yeah, so great feeds.
Not really. Like I don't. Well, yesterday was fucking amazing because of everything that happened. But to me, they're not fun feeds. Well, unless Bella is spilling beans about something. But overall, they're very boring.
Could you imagine what the feeds would be like then if we didn't have Bella ratting people out? Like, if you would think that they were boring now, imagine we didn't have Bella in there. And tension rising because of her. She is putting, pressure on people and situations in that house. They are, Lost in Concruz says they are slowly becoming Matt and Raven. I don't know if I would classify them as a Matt and a Raven, but okay. R-Town says they're liars. Mel says, I like Sam over Nick, and I was standing Nick preseason. I think we all loved Nick preseason, so I was very disappointed to see that people are starting not really to love Nick, which is sad.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying that Nick is very much like Matt. I did a comparison between the two yesterday, and so far they have a very similar game.
They do. I agree. Mm-hmm. They definitely both have a very similar game. Well, MaximusMom, if people don't know, you are tweeting all sorts of nonsense and video clips and hilarity and fun factual information as well over on Twitter. So where can people follow you if they want to keep up on all you're saying on Twitter?
MaximusMom22.
At MaximusMom22, and I will put the link below this video. Thank you so much for chatting live feeds with me for a little bit, MaximusMom. I hope you'll come back again.
Definitely. Thanks, Eric. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, so that was fun checking in with what MaximusMom was thinking about some of the latest live feed drama this week. I see Courtney J says Nick hasn't been in power yet. What do you mean? You mean you don't necessarily you mean you think that he's going to be different when he gets in power, or no? What do you mean? So does MaximusMom like anybody? We'll have to ask her when she comes back next time. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't see him playing a Matt game. Oh, I don't see him playing a Matt game either. I completely disagree that he is being a Matt, or that they're becoming a Matt / Raven couple. I just want Nicole to win at the moment. I think we all do, our town. I think we are all pretty much wanting Nicole. And again, Long Island, by the way. And again, Long Island representing being the best part of this show so far. So I would just like to remind everybody that Long Island is the best part. Where is the clip from earlier? I'm just trying to pull it up for all of you because somebody was asking what was the Kemi and David shower speech. I'm not finding that. But, okay, here is since I have this right in front of me, let's watch quickly the Sam pitching to Jack about keeping Kemi in the
that she would never put a girl up on the block. Guys only, every time, all the guys.
I mean, I'm sure it's a reason.
Majority.
Yeah, if you ruin HOH, I think you should.
Well, so you still want Kemi to go then?
Oh, you're saying...
I'm saying now because Kemi has directly went after you. It's a known fact. She's admitted it. We all know that. Right. Jess has come after all the guys. Point blank has made it known to the other girls that the guys would always be the target no matter what. If we were to get out Jess and then just put Kemi and Cliff up next week, and then if one of them wins, the other one goes.
Yeah.
If one of them wins, veto it. But what do you think, though?
I've made it really clear that it's whatever's best for Grateful. So, I mean, I think whatever's best for our 9.
Right. Because I was like tossing and turning last night, and I was thinking to myself, like...
It's called Grateful, Sam, not Gray-Nineful, not Granineful, not Graniling. Great, with an A.
Like, I mean, last night was the first night I didn't take any allergy thing either. So I was like tossing, which reminds me, I was tossing turn anyways. So I was just thinking about it.
I've made it really clear that it's whatever's best for the grouping of the 9 players.
Yeah, right. Like all of us that are in cahoots, because.
It's not about me. It's whatever's best for us getting to our 9s.
Right.
You know.
And then at that point it'd be a free for all. Because I'm just worried about it. Because we know Kemi's coming after you, but Jess is coming after all the guys. So if we did, let's say we just got Jess out, because she's been decent now. She hasn't been spiraling. And if we got Jess out now,
right.
I mean. Yeah, Jess out now, Kemi stays. She's not going to win HOH. There's no way. And even if she did, we would all vote to keep you safe.
Not a great pitch by Sam. Not at all a great pitch by Sam there. I kind of agree with what Our Town is saying in chat. I really think at this moment, Kemi is going to need to have some sort of a heart-to-heart with Jack. I don't know that Jack's going to go for it necessarily, but she really kind of needs to lay it all out on the line with Jack if there's any chance that he's going to come around and possibly save her. I really think that is the only way we're going to see any sort of movement towards keeping Kemi. You gotta get Jack on board. Without Jack on board, it's not happening. Kemi wants to throw Bella under the bus. Correct. Now, Kemi has said if she leaves this game, I believe yesterday, Kemi said if she leaves this game, she is going to take out Bella and Bella's game with her. So, also not great. Also not great. I'm also looking through MaximusMom's timeline, and she tweeted out, what is the peanut butter thing? How did I miss this peanut butter thing? Okay, hold on. People are saying to watch the peanut butter thing. Okay, here we go. Let's watch the peanut butter thing from MaximusMom's timeline.
Created by PB&J.
Yes.
This shows that. Is that
Oh no.
I love peanut butter.
Peanut butter
and jelly unites all.
With my jelly.
He's trying to have a normal moment and he's sticking to PB&J.
I love
all
peanut butter.
All demographics and all nationalities. It's peanut butter.
With my jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. You know, there's already a song about this.
Some bread around the peanut butter in my jelly. Woo!
Bro, chill.
I don't give a fuck.
Created by PB&J.
Yes.
That is why you liked it. You liked it because he was going against the rest of the house. Got you. Now, because I'm sure that you're aware, there already is... Oh, I probably can't do this. I would have to do it really quick. 'Cause you do know that this already exists, correct? Oh no, it didn't do it.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
So we already have the peanut butter jelly song. We already have the peanut butter jelly song. There's also the RuPaul's version of the peanut butter song, but I don't know if that's family appropriate. He was mad they woke him up because of the Orwell deal. Right. The Family Guy dog does that better. Correct. I was like, the family dog is doing it with butter? That is literally how I read that sentence. Which means it's probably time for me to wrap up this daily live feed update show. You guys are all caught up for the moment. As of July 10th at about 4:30 p.m., you are all caught up now on what is going on in the live feeds. So, will they come together and save Kemi? Won't they come together and save Kemi? We do not know, but we will find out. I will be back, I guess, tomorrow before the live eviction show, where if anything good happens later on today, tonight, or tomorrow morning, I will fill you all in on. So again, I hope that you guys enjoyed this show. You are probably watching it back over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. If you want to watch us when we do them live, make sure you're following us over on the TV Co app. You can get there from yourrealityrecaps.com/TV Co. If you are watching it back on YouTube, thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment below. iTunes 5-star rating and a nice review. We really appreciate it. And I will see you guys all the next show. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.